Hello everyone, my name is Reginald Amerson, also known as Reggie Amerson, or you can just call me Kingknub, and I am with Red Liberty Media, and today you're watching the Kingknub Show. Today the story is about a senator named Ted Cruz. I'm sure many of you are familiar with him. He's one of the senators of Texas, and describing his situation with January 6th, he has come out and said, and he has described it as a violent terrorist attack on the Capitol. Many people in the conservative world saw this and immediately started to bash Senator Ted Cruz, as expectedly so. And many people are now calling him a sellout, a rhino, many of these different things that they attribute to people who claim to be conservative but are not actually conservative. Before I go into my personal feelings on everything completely, I'll give you the news of everything first. After Ted Cruz had described this event as a violent terrorist attack, he was later on Fox News with Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, like many people, were very confused with the word choice that Ted Cruz had to describe this event. When asked about the words that he used to describe January 6th, Ted Cruz said that the words that he used were a mistake, that the words that he used were something that Democrats use and leftist media use to describe or try to say that many Americans who were there at January 6th were terrorists or that they're violent people. And Ted Cruz also said, I'm not calling the thousands of Americans or Trump supporters who came here terrorists, because they are not that. But Ted Cruz did say that the people who came there to assault cops and storm the Capitol that way were people who he was describing as terrorists. Tucker Carlson heard this and he was very unbelieving of it, him saying that he kept up very much with Ted Cruz even before he was senator, and understanding that Ted Cruz was someone who was very precise with their word choice. So he saw that this wasn't a mistake, this wasn't an accident. He took this very seriously. He didn't think this was just a common mistake, as many people do. Now on to some other news. This isn't the first time that Ted Cruz has described this event in this way. On January 7th of 2021, Senator Ted Cruz described the attack at the Capitol was a despicable act of terrorism and a shocking assault on our democratic system. On that same day, with NBC, Channel 5, Dallas-Fort Worth, he also described the event saying, "What happened yesterday in Washington was horrific. It was a terrorist attack at the United States Capitol." Along with those two quotes I just read, there are 15 more instances of Ted Cruz saying things very similar to this, or at least tweeting them out between the dates of January 7th and June 16th. Tucker Carlson also brought up the name Ray Epps, which was the name that was on the FBI most wanted list, and then was taken off during this event, or at least some time before. And Ray Epps was someone who was at this event encouraging and antagonizing Trump supporters and telling them that they should go storm the Capitol. There are multiple videos of him doing this. I'll show some now.
Tomorrow, we need to go into the Capitol. Into the Capitol. What? Tomorrow? I don't even like to say it because I'll be arrested.
Well, let's not say it.
We need to go. I'll say it.
All right.
We need to go in.
Shut the fuck up, Boomer.
To the Capitol.
Monument Hill.
President is done speaking. We are going to the Capitol, where our problems are. It's that direction. Please spread the word. All right, noted. Okay, but one more thing.
Yeah, so can we go up there? No?
When we go in,
Are we going to get arrested if we
leave
go
this
up there?
here. You don't need to get
Did you
shot.
arrest us all?
Ray Epps isn't the only person that was doing this his day. He was just one of the many people who were identified doing this. Ray Epps also hasn't been brought into justice at all for any of the things that he did. He hasn't been arrested. He hasn't been called to court. No investigations have been done on him. But there are many people who didn't even go into the Capitol who have been targeted by the FBI, CIA, and have been tracked down, even though they haven't stepped foot into the Capitol. But Ray Epps, along with other people who are antagonizing people here, have not received any contact from the cops. That is very alarming, very confusing. No wonder why so many Americans do not believe that this was an event that Trump supporters decided to take upon themselves and start an insurrection and to storm the Capitol and go kill cops and kill Congress members, because that is not what they wanted to do. They were there to peacefully protest, as Trump said, we'll march down the street and peacefully protest, we will not storm the Capitol. Trump told his supporters not to do that specifically multiple times, and many people in the crowd encouraged them to not do so.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans stand strong for integrity.
USA! 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 Listen to me. Listen to me. We've got a permit on the other side. It's great that this happened, but the Trump's not going to come when we've taken this over. We're not Antifa. We're not BLM. You're amazing. I love you. Let's march around to the other side. And let's not fight the police and give the system what they want.
The only people who were telling people to do it were these agitators out in the crowd, people who were often being called feds. Those are the people who were antagonizing Trump supporters this day. Many people who were in the Capitol were let in by the cops who were working at the Capitol.
What happened with those barricades? Why were some officers allowing protesters onto the steps of Capitol Hill? Have you seen this? No one has explained what this was all about. And this happened all over Capitol Hill that day. You'll see in another portion here, these barricades being removed by police officers so these people can get inside the Capitol building. And then there were others, Capitol Hill police officers, just standing by. Just welcome to the Capitol. What was all of this about? What was all of this about? Also, and you've seen this by now, the Horns guy and others like him just allowed into the Senate. They were just allowed into the Senate. At one point, that Capitol Hill police officer, is basically saying, all right, guys, time's up. Do you mind leaving?
Any chance I could get you guys to leave the Senate wing?
We will. I've been making sure they ain't disrespecting the place.
Okay, just want to let you guys know, this is like the sacredest place.
I know.
So why was that happening on the Senate side? Meanwhile, over on the House side, anybody who got within 10 feet of the House chamber was shot and killed. That's happening on the House side. You saw what was happening in the Senate side. Makes no sense. No warning. Ashley Babbitt was shot and killed, and nobody seems to care. And for what I'm told about this commission, it will specifically not ask questions about this matter. It's like having the 9/11 Commission and not investigating the plane crashes of September 11, 2001, the hijacked planes. It's ridiculous.
Shouldn't it be handled the same way you would handle any other riot? If people were storming towards you, why would you willingly let open gates and let people go into the Capitol if you were supposed to be protecting this Capitol? Why would you let them in? Everything from start to end of this event makes it seem like it was a federal operation. It wasn't simply Trump supporters going down here, starting a fight. There was more to this, and for Ted Cruz to say what he did, it seems very dishonest. A good documentary to watch on this would be Patriot Purge. It was a documentary done by Tucker Carlson. I will link that in the comment section below of this video once it is posted. Anyways, folks, that's what happened. Tucker Carlson, very untrusting of what Ted Cruz has said. Ted Cruz, it's not the first time he said something like this. People are very leery of him now, not very trusting of him. They're a little standoffish, and understandably so. Thank you for watching this episode of the Kingknub Show, and I'll see you next time.